Alright, really, let's be honest with ourselves. Of anyone in the movie Titanic...
Titanic. It was $100 million over its $100 billion budget, but it is also being recognized as one of the best movies of the year.
In 1997, James Cameron didn't just direct a movie. He bet his entire career, his reputation, and his own salary on an obsessive vision that 20th Century Fox and Paramount Pictures were absolutely convinced would be the biggest financial disaster in cinematic history. The press called it Cameron's folly. The executives wanted to pull the plug, cut their massive losses, and bury the film before it could bankrupt the studio. These weren't just studio heads and filmmakers making a summer blockbuster. They were operators, high-stakes gamblers, and corporate warlords locking horns over a sinking ship that was hemorrhaging real-world cash. This is the countdown of the most shocking battles, near disasters, and defiant decisions that saved Titanic from becoming a real-life Hollywood graveyard. We begin our countdown with a story that embodies the ultimate creative gamble, a decision that fundamentally altered the physical and financial landscape of modern filmmaking. James Cameron realized early on that modern Hollywood technology couldn't fake the sheer scale and terror of the RMS Titanic. He didn't want to rely on standard miniature models, and 1990s CGI was nowhere near advanced enough to carry the emotional weight of the tragedy. He demanded realism. He demanded a real 775-foot, 95% scale replica of the ship. To achieve this impossible feat, 20th Century Fox couldn't just rent a studio lot, they had to build a city. They purchased 40 acres of waterfront property in Rosarito, Mexico, and built an entirely new studio from scratch. They constructed a massive 7 million gallon water tank, specifically designed to provide 270-degree ocean views. The ship itself was built on complex hydraulic jacks so it could be tilted at terrifying angles to simulate the sinking. Studio executives watched in absolute horror as millions of dollars disappeared into the Mexican soil before a single frame of film was even shot. The trade papers in Los Angeles began whispering that Cameron was building a monument to his own ego, but Cameron approached the engineering with the precision of a military general. He wasn't just directing a film, he was managing a massive industrial construction site. This decision set the tone for the entire production. Compromise was simply not an option. His influence was built on unyielding scale. He is the architect, the man who proved that to capture true history, you have to literally rebuild it yourself, no matter who is paying the bill.